Welcome to the start of another semester. Community Action Volunteers in Education, CAVE, is the organization chosen by CSU Chico and the Chico Unified School District to support you in the process of preparing for your placement and participation in your required service hours for this course. By now, you have been made aware by your instructor that you have a service requirement attached to your course that will require you to complete a risk management procedure, find a placement, and transition from your role as a student here at CSU Chico to being a guest on a community partner site. Your community partner might be a school site here in Chico within the Chico Unified School District, or maybe you have found your own placement and you will be completing your hours in another unified school district. The important thing to know is that no matter where you will be doing your hours, you are required to complete the process I will be introducing to you. Knowing what your requirement is extremely important. How many hours do you need to complete? Where do you need to complete them? What population do you need to participate with? And when will you participate to complete your hours are all questions you need the answers to. Let's start with the where. You will need to be placed in the Unified School District classroom setting. If you are a single subject major, you will need to be placed in the single subject of your focus. In other words, if you are focused on history as your single subject, you will need to be placed in a junior high or high school history class. If you are an English major, you will need to be placed in an English classroom setting, math, a math classroom setting, Spanish, a Spanish classroom setting, etc. If you are a multi-subject education major, you need to be placed in an elementary school classroom setting, and if you are a special education major, you will need to be placed in a special education classroom environment in either an elementary, junior high, or high school. When you are scheduled to complete your hours is up to you. You will tell us when you are available. Again, how will be explained later in this orientation, but please know we will schedule you when you tell us you are available. The partnership we share with the Chico Unified School District is a 50-year partnership, one built on mutual need. You will be asked to participate every week across a 10-week period of the semester. These schools and their students need your help, so all the while you are gaining the valuable experience you need to complete your requirement, you are fulfilling a need, one that we want you to respectfully be committed to. Block scheduling is preferred. What I mean by that is you have the same hours available twice a week. Let's say Monday and Wednesdays you have from 8 o'clock until 11:30 a.m. available each week, or on Tuesdays and Thursdays you have from 12 until 2:30 p.m. If you have to complete your hours all in one day, that's okay too. Just remember this experience is required for you, but you are needed by the school site you will be participating with. The expectations for this service will be explained by your instructor. Your university expects you to present yourself professionally at all times, abiding by all policies and procedures of the school site you are placed in. You must respect the classroom and the mentor teacher you have been placed with. It is important to understand that once placed, you are expected to be committed to the schedule agreed upon. Please be on time and be ready to be of support to your placement classroom. If for any reason you cannot make it to your scheduled service hours, you must call in and report your absence to your mentor teacher. They are counting on you and might have planned a lesson counting on your support. Building a relationship and respecting the relationship is in your best interest. Think ahead. Your participation will be evaluated by your mentor teacher, and a letter of recommendation added to your application to the credential program is very valuable to you and your future prospects. Your lack of commitment to this service can have a very negative reflection on you and future field experience students, and can also affect the relationship between the university and the school district. Please respect the future of this long-standing partnership by behaving professionally and making a positive impression. Plan your service hours into your weekly schedule and adhere to them. Meet with your mentor teacher and know their expectations of you. Follow all dress code and cell phone rules and be a positive role model and mentor to the student population at all times. I've said this before, but this service is not all about your needs, but also about the need of the classroom and its population. Be helpful, positive, and resourceful. Working with the K-12 school population requires you to complete a packet that is a mandatory requirement of all students enrolled in this course. No matter where you are going to be placed, or even if you are currently working in a unified school setting, you all need to complete this packet. To get started on the packet, your first step is to go to our CAVE website at as.csuchico.edu. Once there, you have to click on the tab Get Involved and select Volunteer Opportunities. Then you will want to scroll down to find a box that reads More About CAVE and click on the Service Learning tab. You will see two links, one of them titled New Service Learning Students and the other for Returning Service Learning Students. Please click on the appropriate link and download the application. The first and second page of the application are step-by-step instructions that will help you complete the application. As a reminder, all places that require initials or signature need to be filled out in pen. Additional requirements that need to be attached to your packet include a letter of recommendation and proof of negative TB. Your letter of recommendation should be written on letterhead and have valid contact information. In the letter, the recommender must state in what capacity they have known you, for how long they have known you, and attest to your good character. Letters of recommendation are valid up to 2 years and cannot expire through the duration of your service. Proof of negative TB can be obtained by your medical provider or by the Student Health Center for free. Please see Chico State Student Health Center website for TB testing times. TB tests are good for 4 years, so if you have had one done within the past 4 years, simply contact your medical provider for proof. Please be sure that your packet is complete. CAVE will not accept any incomplete packets. You can turn in your packet in person to the CAVE office, or you can fax it in. We ask that if you fax in your packet, you call the CAVE office 24 hours after faxing it to confirm that we in fact have received your packet. Please make sure you have labeled each page of your packet at the top with your name, class, and instructor. After turning in your packet, CAVE will process your packet, give you an appropriate placement if needed, and call you to come pick up a placement form. This form will have the site you have been placed at, the name of your placement teacher, and their contact information. It will also have multiple copies for your use. The white copy is for your placement site. It is very important to understand that this is your ticket through the door at your placement site. The canary copy is for your teacher, and the pink copy is for your records. Now that you have your placement form, you will want to use the information about your placement site to call or email your placement teacher to introduce yourself. Ask to schedule a meeting to set clear expectations and to agree on a set schedule. Make sure that you are respectful in your approach and mindful of the time of day you are making contact. Do not contact your placement teacher at home late at night. And remember that during the day, they are at work and might not be able to respond immediately. Be patient, but don't wait too long to hear back from them before contacting us to let us know you are having problems contacting your teacher. We are here to help with communication. It is extremely important that you respect your placement teacher in their classroom at all times. Once you have decided on a set schedule, remember to report any need to be absent before you are absent. Treat this experience as you would a job. If you're sick, call in sick, or if for any reason you cannot attend a day, let them know in advance. Get to know your classroom and school environment, the location of supplies, daily class protocol, school guidelines, and emergency procedures. This enables you to be of a help instead of another body who is in need of support. 6 strategies for success. Number 1, stay in contact with your site supervisor and adhere to your schedule. Number 2, meet and exceed the required expectations. Always seek out ways to help. Number 3, always behave professionally. You are a role model for students. Number 4, understand confidentiality at your site. Number 5, never, ever be alone with a child. And number 6, keep track of your hours on your timesheet. You are responsible for finishing required service hours in a timely manner. It is very important that you understand that cell phones are not allowed out in the environment at any time. This cannot be stressed enough. They should be off and put away at all times. Again, your priority is being observant to the environment and engaging with students. Keep in mind you are a role model for impressionable young people. Students will look up to you and emulate your behavior, so it is important to provide an upstanding image. Follow your school site's dress code at all times. No drug or alcohol-related attire. No low-cut tops, no low-rise pants, no hats, no sandals, and no expensive or long jewelry which could get caught. Strive to be mindful of the content of your language, attitude, and behavior. Please remember that perfumes or other smells can be offending to others. Be present in your service and engage with the children. Be positive and motivated to be helpful, and do not be on your cell phone at any time during your service. Again, remember, no cell phones are allowed out in the school environment. No cell phones. Knowing how to troubleshoot any problems you might have with your service requirement is important. First, address any concerns you have with your placement with the teacher you have been placed with. If they are the problem, feel free to call the CAVE office and speak with the program coordinator or the service learning program assistant. More than anyone, your faculty members should be kept informed at all times of any event or situation you are having with your service. Remember, this requirement is a course requirement, and your faculty member is a wonderful resource for any situation that may occur. On behalf of CAVE and the Service Learning Program, thank you. Volunteers like you provide much needed support to our local unified school districts and its teachers. Please enjoy your experiences in the classroom and learn from them. Good luck.